All right, everyone, here we are with ticker symbol OCGN, Ocugen Inc. And before we jump into this chart, I want to say welcome to all the first-time viewers and investors, and to all the subscribers, welcome back. Now, as we jump into this chart, I just want to announce real briefly and quickly the fact that I have a Twitter account now. I highly suggest going ahead and checking it out. The link will be down below. It will be a source where I can go ahead and share with you guys videos that you may have missed or not been notified on here, so you don't miss a single video. And also I will retweet any information that seems interesting, or go ahead and tweet with you guys anything that I'm watching or popping up in my screeners. So definitely check it out. And towards the end of this video, stay tuned for it, because I'm going to talk about a ticker symbol you definitely want to put on your watch list. And it's been moving up pretty well this week, and I believe it continues to have room to grow. Obviously, it might have its own little pullback here and there, because it's not a short-term play. It's definitely a long-term play, and one to have on your watch list based off of your rationalization. So check that out as well. And I do a full video on it, so I'm going to put that link down below. So stay tuned for that ticker symbol. I look forward to seeing your guys' reaction in the comments down below. So, Ocugen Inc. Ocugen Inc. is doing really, really well at holding itself up. The lowest point right now is this support level, 240. I want you guys to keep this number in mind. I think this is the most important number right now for this stock, the chart overall, and for every single investor to be aware of. 240 is the lowest point reached, and if that gets broken through, this can continue to hit newer lows. Now, it was in a downward spiral, and it was actually slowly just getting steeper and steeper, and now with this pullback upwards, with the bulls reappearing, if they can kind of hold themselves up above the resistance or even the 50-day moving average in this direction, there could be some consolidating going on here. So Ocugen, what we're really waiting for here is the FDA approval for them to become the main US market distributor. They're already partnered up with biotech in India. So with that said, they're just waiting to be able to actually distribute it here in the US markets. Now, news is definitely the one thing holding this stock up. And the second thing holding this stock up is the fact that investor sentiment is bullish, because this is all investor sentiment holding on for long-term plays. This is all short-term profits, people taking the opportunity to profit now and missing out on the long-term profits, or they are people that are uncertain of what's going on, so they're like, hey, let me turn this unrealized profit into realized profit, which is highly respectable as well. That's perfectly fine. But you can see that investor sentiment is definitely holding this up for long term, and everyone is feeling bullish on this one just based off the chart. Now, the one thing that they're waiting for, Ocugen as a company, is to be able to become the US distributor by the FDA approval. They're already partnered up, so anything that's going on with phase 3 or trial 3 with this vaccine is good for Ocugen, because anything that's going on with Covaxin, it just directly affects Ocugen, even though they are just partnered and they have nothing to do with the vaccine right now, and they haven't even made $1 off of it because they aren't the US distributor just yet officially. They're trying to be. So that's a big deal. So the only thing that can continue to create catalysts is good news on what's going on with Covaxin until FDA approval. Once that happens, I believe the potential is there. The potential is already seen. But if FDA does not approve this, this is the direction of this stock. I have to be honest with you guys, and we need to watch out for that, because every single stock that you invest in, or every single investment in the market, has its risk. So we need to be aware of that. Right now, the only thing holding it up is hope, and investor sentiment is pretty bullish. And with all the news going on so far that Covaxin seems to be a decent vaccine according to the trials that are going on in studies, and it's now been approved for emergency use in India. It's a big deal. And Ocugen jumped in on this opportunity, and it's actually making them, hold themselves up. And there's a lot of things going on here because Ocugen is also going to, have the opportunity to hold itself up for a certain period of time, hopefully above $1. And that's also helping Ocugen as a company itself. So big deal, really big deal here for Ocugen overall. So let's see here our resistance and support and the 50-day moving average. So the 50-day moving average is 263. I'd write that down. We're currently at 270. We're not that far from it. This is in tug of war zone. I want every single investor to be aware of that. Now, I do want to point out the lowest point before the run, that's 246. But our lowest point in that dip is our support, and that's 242. So we want to watch this carefully. If this breaks through the 50-day moving average, starts getting closer to support, you want to watch carefully how this is reacting. Are the bulls trying to reappear, or is this getting torn down fairly quickly to hit newer lows and new support levels? It's going to be very, very important to watch for this and see how this stock is reacting and how quickly is it moving to those lows. 242 is our support, and it's important to watch this. Now, the lowest point reached in this whole entire settling downwards and kind of cooling off here because it's pulling back up, it's 240. So our support from yesterday to today and our new support from today to tomorrow is not that far from the lowest point, 240. So if support gets broken through, we need to watch the behavior of this stock very closely and how quickly is it moving to those lows. Now, if they can build some type of consolidation and staying in this channel and not going any lower or holding themselves up a little bit higher and pulling away from the 50-day moving average and consolidating up here, it could set them up for the next good news and catalyst to shoot up like they have been. So very important to watch. We want to watch it carefully. And the last time before it shot up, it was starting to move up from falling down to newer lows. It was starting to bring itself up, and that's kind of what we're seeing here. It was falling down to newer lows, and then it's starting to pull itself up. So we want to watch very closely how this stock reacts tomorrow leading into the end of the week and what to expect leading into next week. So our resistance. This is very important. The bulls need to break through this resistance to pull further away from the 50-day moving average and hit newer highs and new resistance levels by doing so and turning it into a support. So 286 needs to be broken through by the bulls as well to work themselves into bullish territory and continue the momentum. And by breaking through 286 and turning it into a support, they can go ahead and continue that upward staircase effect of hitting newer highs and new resistance levels. So I want you guys to be aware of this, and I want to emphasize this. The bulls need a breakthrough 286 to stay in bullish territory. As always, I hope that with these cues you guys find this information helpful and informative. And for those of you that have stayed till the end of the video, I want to go ahead and share with you guys the ticker symbol I suggest putting on your watch list, and you definitely want to put it on your radar. It's WBA, Walgreens Boots Alliance Inc. I go into a full thorough analysis on why I believe this is a great stock moving forward into the year, and I'm going to put that link down below. I look forward to seeing your guys' reactions by finding out it's WBA. If you even would have thought it was that, I would like to see what you guys think. And check out the chart. The chart has been moving up pretty well. It might have its pullbacks moving forward, but it's going to have that. The volatility exists, but it's going to continue in the upward direction, I believe, for many different reasons and different catalysts and innovations going on with Walgreens. So if you're interested in knowing more, check the link down below. Don't forget to join me on Twitter. And if you're a first-time viewer and investor, hit that subscribe button. Don't forget to click on the bell to turn on all notifications and not miss a single video that I post. Share this with your friends and community. And don't forget to hit the like button to let me know you watched this video. Thank you guys so much for watching, and let's make some money.